Studios. This is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Midday with Joe. Midday with Joe.
All right, now, if you're looking at the video, way in the middle, behind the clock and the bowling pin and the flowers and the blue box, and right at the bottom of the S is Joe Martone, right there. 96.3, and then under there's an S, and then under there's a Joe, right there.
The bottom of a what?
What'd I say?
That's what I'm asking you.
Wait, what'd you say?
I don't know. I can't hear me. Now I can hear me.
Right under the S. Right there.
Oh, right under the S.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
What'd you think I said?
We don't know.
Your head is the bottom part of the S.
What S?
The one behind your head.
There.
Oh.
You see it, Robin, in the
I
picture?
do. I see it.
You have an
Right
S, and
there.
at the top
Exactly.
of it, top of Joe's
If
head.
I'm lucky.
Hey.
Hey-oh.
Today I have for you
What do you got? What do you have?
the
What do you
most
got? What do you got?
most delightful things that can ever happen to you.
Oh, we're gonna eat Italian.
Oh, that would be delightful.
That'd be delightful.
be
Eat
good.
Italian.
Oh my gosh! Yesterday, it was the last 3 days up in New York was the San Gennaro Festival. Do you know who that is? The Saint Gennaro?
No,
No.
I don't know everything.
90-something years.
Boy, that's an old
92
saint.
years. Yeah, 92 years.
I think he's
they
older than
said.
that.
He's older than 92 years old. Come celebrate my tooth. It's still the original.
All right, so I'm just going to tell you some of
Yes.
the most delightful things that can happen to you, and just tell me what you and Robin just tell me what you think about it. Right?
Delightful things.
Yeah, these are the most
Delightful.
delightful things that can happen to you. Getting a relaxing
Ooh,
massage.
getting a what?
A relaxing massage.
Oh, yes.
After a really long day at work.
You better believe it.
Yeah?
Start the day off with that or end it with that. Hey,
There you go.
get a cup of coffee from Starbucks in the mall, too. That's good
It's one
for
of the
you.
most delightful
Yeah.
things that can happen to you. Here's a good one. I like this next one. Ready?
Okay.
Remembering a joke long after you heard it and just laughing to yourself.
Oh, yeah. I do that.
Or something funny that happened,
Yeah,
maybe.
I do that.
Is that not delightful?
Delightful? No.
No?
No.
You're driving down the road.
Oh, yeah, I know. But see, I know thousands and thousands of jokes.
Well, maybe it wasn't a
literally.
joke. Maybe it was something that happened.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Made
But
you laugh.
I don't sit there and laugh after. No. I don't think about it and go, ha! No.
I bet you do.
I bet you I don't.
In the car.
Oh, yeah, right. No. I'm lucky in the car. Somebody cuts me off and gives me the
Oh,
finger.
you're lucky.
Oh, lucky I am for that.
Well, that's
And
delightful.
I took a picture of his car after he did it, too.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, yeah.
The license plate, yeah.
Well, he cut me off. I hit the horn. He gave me the
Yeah,
finger.
yeah, like
I caught up to him at the light.
You're a road rage guy.
I smiled at him. I took his picture of the car and the license plate.
Nice.
Oh, he was zipping in and out. I said, he's going to have an accident, hit and run. I got his plate. No problem. It didn't happen, though.
All right, another delightful thing.
Hmm.
Eating pizza for breakfast.
You got cold pizza.
Because
Yes,
you can.
cold.
Yes. Yes.
Cold.
Yes. Cold
Good
pizza.
morning.
That is-
has all the vitamins you need. It has the veggies, has the bread, everything.
That is delightful.
It is.
It does. It is.
So do you like regular cheese pizza for breakfast, cold? Or would you rather have all the stuff on it?
No, I'd rather have pepperoni.
Is that your choice? Pepperoni?
Good morning.
Plain. I like pepperoni, mozzarella, and the sauce. That's it. That's what I want.
Red sauce or white sauce?
Red.
Hey, by the way, have
Me
you
too,
heard
I
of
like
beach
red.
bread?
Beach bread.
You know, wasn't it called beach bread?
Beach bread,
Beach bread.
yes.
Have you heard of this?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, this is a Florida thing. It says if you're a native Floridian, you've heard of beach bread. Well, neither the three of us are.
No.
Well, we looked it up. And
And?
to me, if you were going to serve me that, I wouldn't call it beach bread. I would call it pizza bread because it looks like they put sauce and cheese and everything else on it.
Yeah, and then I heat it up.
Yeah, like a piece of Italian bread with...
It's good.
Yeah. They call it beach bread. Okay.
Okay.
Another delightful thing.
Delightful.
Sleeping in the coziest nook of your home.
Yep.
The coziest nook.
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
that bed? Is bed the coziest nook?
Nope.
No?
Well, sometimes depends.
The coziest
Yeah, sometimes it's a couch.
Sometimes it's another person.
me.
That's a good nook.
That's a really
Exactly.
good-
There you go. I like that.
What about a recliner? Is that a man thing?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think
No,
I'd be
it's not a
comfortable
man
in a
thing.
No?
recliner.
No.
Women like recliners?
Yeah, especially if it's a comfy one, and you put the nice little comfy blanket over you.
Oh.
All right, this one I can't relate to.
You can't. Why?
I'm thinking maybe Robin can.
Okay.
A delightful thing is when
pressure.
you get your hair washed at the salon.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's just so it's so soothing. I don't want to leave that
I've had
chair.
it done 3 times in my life.
It's
That's
great.
it.
Really?
Yeah, a woman washing my hair at a barber shop.
Yeah, you don't want to leave.
Oh, was it
because
delightful?
they like massage it
Was it
and everything.
delightful?
Yeah.
It was. First of all, it was a weird feeling. And then it was just like, then you calm down. Especially to make sure the water's warm.
Oh yeah, and then you got that spray thing that goes on with all the different jets coming out.
No hair. No hair.
I like it. I like it. Melanie's great.
When that cute little thing smiles at you,
I
that's
didn't know it could do that.
delightful something. When that cute little thing
It can
smiles
do
at
that?
you. Are they
guess
talking
so.
about somebody like a child? Or are they...
I don't know. I didn't know it could smile, though. I gotta look at it again later.
I think it's the sexiness of the opposite sex. I think that's what you're talking about. That cute.
That's what I was, my first thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Cute. Yeah, there you go.
Give the upper lip smile. Yeah. That's the Elvis Presley smile. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, kind of smile.
I think you got to practice that, though. A person has to practice a smile like
Then
that.
You go, hey. When you say hey, your lip goes up automatically. Hey.
Hey, I
Hey.
can't do that. Can you do
Hey,
that? Can you say
there,
hey?
lonely girl.
Can I say hey?
Yeah, does your lip go up like Joe's?
I can do it. I can do the other.
Or you say, thank you very much. Yes.
Eggnog on Christmas Eve.
Eggnog all the
that's
time.
a delightful thing.
Eggnog and rum.
I've not tried
Does
that.
Christmas Eve make it a little extra special?
It does.
No.
It does.
3 months
For
from
you.
today. 3 months from today.
Yeah, wonderful.
Next.
Be Christmas Day.
When you have a good night's worth of sleep and you're able to sleep another hour.
Oh, baby.
That
you
is-
know what I like. Oh, yeah.
That is a delightful thing.
That is delightful, yes. Yes, I will sleep, definitely. You know what I've been doing lately? Hitting the snooze alarm. I've never hit the snooze. I've hit the snooze alarm more in the last umpteen months than I've ever in my life.
Oh my gosh. Do you feel better then after you get that
Oh, good.
extra?
Damn, that 10 minutes went by fast.
Oh man.
Let's see. When the waitress says, we have a little extra, would you like it? That's a delightful thing.
With or without the cute smile?
That's with the cute smile.
Well, then,
That's
hey,
delightful.
baby.
Have a little extra, would you like it?
You get slap.
It's got to be coffee though, because I know when I'm in a restaurant and see people, drinking coffee, and then the waitress comes by with more, they always say yes.
Well, I like now if you're at a
Saying that.
bar and they're pouring you a drink and you get the bottle, and now they have these bottles with these caps on them. They pour out a shot and it stops.
Oh, it
And they
does.
tip back in a shot, so there's no more little cups. It does it automatically.
Oh.
So then they do it like 2 shots, and they're all done. And then they look at the end, at the bottom of the bottle. It's got just a little bit, and they say you want, and they go, give you that little bit right.
Look,
There you go.
There you
that
go.
little extra.
Yeah.
A little
That's
extra.
good.
Yeah.
Like that metal thing that they used on the milkshakes.
Metal thing. There.
Oh yeah, the metal cup where you whip it around in.
Yeah, remember
you mix
when
it
we
up
were
in.
kids, they would give you milkshake and they'd give you the metal thing.
Oh, the metal. Oh, the metal. Yes, the metal.
Yeah,
Yes,
still
yes.
And then you had
I used those.
extra.
I use those. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
You
They
think
don't
you're
do it
getting
anymore.
extra, but really in exist,
Yeah.
you're getting. Here's your 16-ounce glass, but it's really only 8.5 ounces. Here's the rest of the cup. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is one of my pet peeves at is it the Phillips Theater or the Riley Theater, where you order a Coke and they open up a can,
Yeah, it's
and
at
they
the
pour
Riley.
it into
They put an 8-ounce can in a 6-ounce cup, and
Of
it's still have 2
ice.
ounces. Oh, of ice. Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
and there's still like half the can left, and he's like, "Can I have the rest of the can?"
Yeah, they don't give it to you.
You gotta ask for it, huh?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, at the Riley.
I
they
always
don't
say
give it
light
to
on
you
the
there.
ice. Oh, light on the ice. Any restaurant I go in, light on the ice. But I don't. Yeah, most of the time I drink water.
All right,
Anyway.
another delightful thing:
Delightful.
finding a $20 bill in your pocket you didn't know you had.
$20 bill.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
I'm happy with $1.
A 20 works great.
20 works great, but I'm happy with $1. Yeah. I've done that once. Yeah.
Receiving a handwritten thank you note in the mail. That's a delightful.
Glad you said note.
In the mail.
What?
Think about it, Larry. I'm
trying to think what I said.
I got it right off the bat that time.
That
But
time.
anyway, I've had a handwritten letter handed to me with a thank you note, but not mailed to me. Yes,
I
can't
like
say
it in the
have.
mail. I think that's
I'm glad you do, Robin.
not email, regular mail.
Oh, regular mail.
Got to be there.
The next one is
It's an
something,
irregular mail. I don't like it.
the next one is something I'm always denied of from Joe Martone.
Never mind. Don't even ask.
This is something I'm always denied of.
You're right.
Tell a joke, and he laughs. He never does. Oh! I got to laugh.
Oh, there you go. You
I
gotta
actually
laugh.
got to laugh.
You got to chuckle.
See,
Ah,
that's true.
come on, give it to me.
got-
All right, you
laugh.
got it. I give it to you.
That was delightful,
That
Joe.
was I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad I made your day. Well, I keep waiting for him to tell a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tries. Give him that. He's very trying.
Oh, here's the delightful thing. Oh, I love this one.
Oh, see?
When your dog greets you at the door. Oh my gosh, that is delightful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's just such fun when you go
Dog
home
is
and
all
the
over you.
dog is
And
right
the whole
there.
thing he's doing, look at my tail. It's wagging. It's wagging.
Yeah.
Feed me. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me.
You wish humans would be that
And
excited.
then after you
to see
feed him, he
come
says,
home.
pet me. Pet me.
I went to Alex's house the other day, and his dog just greeted me like I was his best friend. I was like, oh man, I love this.
It's like me when I go over my daughter's house. She's got the big Rottweiler
Yeah.
with the head about the size of a watermelon.
Yeah.
He comes to you.
Oh,
He knows who you are.
he knows who I am now. Yeah.
You bring him snacks? Are you going to bring him snacks?
I got to remember to get some snacks.
We had
Yeah.
we had in the studio, not the studio, but the old one, 2 greyhounds that were rescue dogs.
Oh yes, those are big dogs.
And they came up to me like they love me. I thought, oh my God, this is the greatest. And then it turned out they were doing that with everybody. I said, no, you fickle things. You.
Ah!
They like everybody.
What are you gonna do?
Let's see. Finally finishing the project you've been working on for a long time. That's a delightful moment. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Oh my God.
it is.
I haven't had one of those in so long.
Oh, yeah.
You know how many
Still
projects
going.
I've got
Your
going?
motorcycle. That's one.
Yeah, that's the delightful thing. It was all done. You were
It's
so
not done
happy.
yet.
It's
Oh.
but you're
I'm
riding
missing
it.
one. Yeah, I'm riding. I'm missing one piece, and I've got to find it before.
Before Friday.
Yeah, before Friday. So I've got to find out one piece. It's a back brace that goes on it. And I think I packed it away. I've got to find it now.
They have a new restaurant opening up on 200.
On 200?
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Cheddar?
Yeah. What is it?
Cheddars.
Cheddars.
Who?
Cheddars.
Tish, call on Cheddars. Okay. Get them on the air with us, Tish. There we
Inside's
go.
all done and everything. It looks
you peeked
beautiful.
inside?
No, we
They
saw
had a
video.
video. Somebody
They had
put
a
a
video
Or somebody had a
online.
video, yeah. Now they need to buy airtime so they do it right and give them, so we get some food.
But we're going to buy airtime when our children's book is done. We got a new children's book.
You're
in
gonna buy-
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, we
taking
are.
longer to do the book than it does to build Cheddars, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, see that one.
Let's see. Another
Why don't we, well, go ahead.
delightful thing. When
You got some
somebody
food to
co-
give away here? No? Yes? Maybe?
we can
Oh,
give
yeah,
away
we
food.
do. We got food right here.
Yeah, that's a delightful thing. When you win food.
All right, what do we got? We got 2 tickets, 2 of them?
4.
4 of them? You give 4 to 2 different people?
No, 4 to 1 person.
4 to 1 person?
All right, you
Yeah.
give the pitch.
Do you want to, or do you just want 2 to 2 different people?
2 to 2 different people. That's why
Okay.
2 people can go eat each. It's called Freddy's.
Okay.
Freddy's is on 200. Freddy's steak burgers and custard ice cream. Oh, that's so damn.
So what do you want them to do?
I guess when we get off the air,
When we get off the air. Okay.
when we get off the air, give us a call. Which line? You pick the line, Larry.
622.
The 622-9622.
Okay.
After we get off the air with Midday with Joe,
Okay.
and the first 2 callers will get 2 tickets, which is good for a meal combo at Freddy's on 200. And remember, if you're a veteran, they give you 10% off. But you don't need to do that right now because these are freebies. And you go eat them. How much time do I have?
You have 45 seconds.
45.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to figure out how many 45 seconds. Okay, I got it. No problem.
So anyway, that was the delightful things we have here. The last thing says when you take really good selfie of yourself. That's not.
That's not going to happen with me.
That doesn't-
never happen.
don't relate to
I'm
that
never
one at all.
satisfied with a picture of me. No, professionally done. No, you look good. No, you look too serious. No, you look happy. Never mind. All I get is, oh, you lost weight. Yeah. Oh, you always. How much weight did you lose? I lost 25 pounds. Oh, your face looks so skinnier. I said, where the hell did the rest of the weight go? Well, I must have had a head like a like a watermelon before, you know. Oh my goodness. Thank you for listening to Animal Counter Live. This is WOCA Ocala.
Midday with Joe. Fox
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump with strong words against Iran in his address before the UN General Assembly.
We cannot allow the world's leading sponsor of terrorism to possess the planet's most dangerous weapons.
Asking nations to join the U.S. in isolating Iran, also laying out points in his America First policy.
Moving forward, we are only going to give foreign aid to those who respect us and, frankly, are our friends.
The U.S. Trade Representative warning that Canada's running out of time, failing to make concessions needed for a trilateral NAFTA trade pact. And 92-year-old Jean Briggs Waters, buried in Nebraska yesterday with British military honors for her role as a World War II codebreaker in the British-led top-secret program. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to
less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Welcome back to autumn. The weather is cooling off and the leaves will turn colors. At Palm Garden of Ocala, autumn is celebrated with special activities and cold weather menus, even pumpkin spice. But they do not celebrate fall. At Palm Garden, fall can represent pain and injury. If you have fallen and need short-term rehab, Palm Garden is your best choice. During autumn, the only thing that should fall are leaves. Palm Garden is located on the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street. Here is your 1-minute news brief. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that there were 2 fatalities in a single vehicle accident on East State Road 40 yesterday evening. A 63-year-old Summerfield man shot and killed himself Sunday after he shot and wounded a relative who was trying to check up on him. A 30-year-old Claremont man is facing child abuse and child neglect charges after deputies say they discovered a boy living in a home filled with flies, cockroaches, and maggots. 54-year-old April Freeman, a Sarasota Democrat who was making her 3rd run for Congress, has passed away. Freeman was running for the seat in Florida's 17th congressional district. A 41-year-old Polk County woman was arrested after it was discovered she wrapped her chihuahua in a trash bag and left it to die in a trash bin behind an apartment complex. And Walt Disney World has announced that ticket prices will vary based on the date picked, with a new online planning tool debuting next month. And that is your news brief from The Source. If your children can't get enough of art class, the Appleton Museum of Art has got you covered. After school and weekend art classes and one-day workshops are available for pre-K through teens, covering everything from drawing and painting to clay. Classes begin as early as September. Schedule, class descriptions, and online registration now available at appletonmuseum.org or call 352-291-4455 for more information.
PPIR is a networking group formed to serve the realtor and small business community. It primarily serves the real estate and construction industry, but is open to all businesses that provide any service or product to the real estate business community. PPIR has no membership dues or fees for attendees.
You to help feed and provide good maintenance, housing, and medical care for Marion County's rescued big cats, bears, monkeys, and other disabled or unreleasable wild and exotic animals. Take a tour on Wednesdays or Saturdays of the Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary. Call 352-266-2859. The Endangered Animal Rescue Sanctuary is affectionately known as EARS.
The Knights improved to 5-0 after a nice win against the South Lake Eagles.
Rucker hits his man Thornton right in the chest. He makes a man miss. He's trying to carry another one into the end zone for a touchdown. Knights!
The journey for the Knights will continue this Friday as they head to Leesburg to take on the Yellow Jackets. All the action is brought to you by First Federal Bank on the corner of First Avenue and Silver Springs Boulevard. Small enough to matter, big enough to care. So join us Friday night as the Knights take on the Leesburg Yellow Jackets right here on WOCA, The Source.
Honey Baked Ham has a new tailgate pack special. For just $19.99, a half a pound of delicious honey baked ham slices, a half a pound of smoked or roast turkey slices, 1 pound deli side, choose from broccoli bacon bliss, loaded potato salad, etc. plus 1 dozen King's Hawaiian Rolls. How about doubling your order for $39.99? Call 352-861-0011 or come to Honey Baked Ham of Ocala, 2709 Southwest 17th Avenue, Ocala, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6. You're thinking about selling your home, but where do you start? Easy. Call Angie at 352-361-8359. Angie works with you to get your home sold. Angie is more than just an agent with Roberts Real Estate. She's a pro with heart. Call her at 352-361-8359.
Glenn Beck.
Glenn is sick today. It's Pat Gray and Jeffy for Glenn. Hopefully we'll have him back tomorrow. There's a big Brett Kavanaugh interview last night on Fox News, and I thought he did really well. To me, he's believable. He's likable. So is his wife. She seems to be completely on board and doesn't have any doubt that he didn't do any of this. But I don't know if it changes anybody's mind. I think if you believed him before, you believe him even more now.
I think that's where you're at too, right? I mean, I think if you did have a little bit of a doubt, but we're still kind of supporting him, you absolutely believe him now.
Mm-hmm. If you didn't, you still don't.
No way. I mean, I don't think he can say anything that makes you go to his side now.
It's just too political now.
I know. He did a pretty good job not making it that way. In his interview, he did the best he could, I thought, to not blame anyone and just want to get it over with, which was kind of nice. But I don't think, again, the people who don't like him and think that he's going to, burn and scorch the earth, still believe that.
And save babies, which would be just horrific. For people on the left, they don't want any babies saved in this process.
Well, you can't have that. Pat.
You can't have that.
You can't.
You just if they can't take the lives of babies for another 45 years, they can't live in an America where you can't do that. It's just not right.
You know what? It is not fair.
Yeah,
it's not fair.
And really, I am not convinced that this guy would support overturning Roe v. Wade. I think this is the Democrats' best shot at somebody who isn't intending to overturn Roe v. Wade if given the opportunity.
It's very possible.
They're cutting off their nose to spite their face. This is their best shot under a Republican president. If you deny this guy his seat on the Supreme Court, the next nominee is far more likely, because it's probably going to be Amy Coney Barrett, who is sort of the runner-up in this process the first time around.
Well, it is if you think it's going to be, if they postpone it till after the election, you still have to have a nominee, but they think they'll be able to shut it down then, right?
Yeah, but I don't know that they'll be able to shut it down until after the election.
I don't know.
McConnell doesn't seem to be willing to do that. He said they're going to have a vote regardless of the outcome, and I think they should.
Absolutely.
So some of what Kavanaugh had to say last night, he told Martha McCallum that he's not going to let these false accusations drive him out of the process, and he said he's a virgin. Which is maybe more information than
interesting.
I don't know.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Look, a lot of people. I saw a number of tweets in social media. TMI.
Yeah, too much information.
But that's where we're at.
It is.
Right?
It is. It's amazing.
We're talking about an allegation of sexual assault. I've never sexually assaulted anyone. I did not have sexual intercourse or anything close to sexual intercourse in high school or for many years thereafter. And the girls from the schools I went to and I were friends.
So you're saying that through all these years that are in question, you were a virgin?
That's correct.
Never had sexual intercourse with anyone in high school?
Correct.
And through what years in college, since we're probing into your personal life here?
Many years after. I'll leave it at that. Many years after.
Wow.
I mean, so does that include college? He didn't really specify there.
Many years after.
Many years after. How many? As long as you're going to tell us, you were a virgin in high school, let's find out the exact
she
year.
should have pressed that. She didn't want to know, though, because she said, now that we're
But he categorically denied any kind of sexual assault.
No, I've never sexually assaulted anyone, not in high school, not ever. I've always treated women with dignity and respect. May have met her. We did not travel in the same social circles. She was not a friend, not someone I knew.
You don't remember ever being at parties with her ever?
I do not. Did any such thing. Never did any such thing. The other people alleged to be there don't recall any such thing.
True.
If such a thing had happened, it would have been the talk of campus. And yes, there were parties. And the drinking age was 18. And yes, the seniors were legal and had beer there. And yes, people might have had too many beers on occasion. And people generally in high school, I think all of us have probably done things we look back on in high school and regret. I want a fair process where I can defend my integrity. And I know I'm telling the truth. I know my lifelong record. And I'm not going to let false accusations drive me out of this process.
I've known him for 17 years, and this is not at all character. It's really hard to believe.
She also said that she hasn't had any doubt, really, during this time period.
This process is incredibly difficult, harder than we imagined. And we imagined it might be hard. But at the end of the day, our faith is strong, and we know that we're on the right path.
Can you imagine what his kids are going through?
Ooh.
Can you imagine with them saying such vile things about their father? Their world is being turned upside down right now. It's really despicable. Really bad. And this is what you go through.
Yep.
And this,
for sure.
I hate to say it, but I think this is what everybody's going to go through now, from now on.
Oh, the gauntlet's down.
Right?
Yes, or the gauntlet's up, or however you want to say it. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's nothing left. All holes barred now. Let's go.
Who's going to want to go through this? I wouldn't.
I don't know.
That's amazing that he's going to see it through.
It's going to be awful ugly. That's for sure. Now, he did say a couple things in that interview there, that last piece that you paid, where she didn't, we've all done things we regret.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like what? And there was something else in there. Oh, I would have, as long as we were on the subject, I mean, was he still a virgin when he met the wife? Or I mean, as long as we're finding out some stuff, let's just dig in.
I don't know that that's relevant to the topic, but it would have been interesting to find out. As long as we're finding out the other stuff.
Let's go.
Let's just get it all out there.
Let's go.
And again, now his children are subjected to all that too. They don't want to know about that. Nobody's kids want to know about their parents' sexual exploits.
No, they
at
just
all.
Don't. They don't. I mean, children believe that that's not true.
And
let's move on.
For him to be accused of the things he's being accused of, it's got to be really tough in that family. It's got to be really hard. But his wife seems really strong in this process.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, you compare this interview on Fox to the interview the Clintons did on 60 Minutes.
I know, that's what I know. That's why I say I want to believe him.
One couple was believable, the other not so much. I didn't buy into Clinton at all during that interview on 60 Minutes. I didn't. I bought into it when he said this.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I never told anybody to lie. Okay. Not a single time.
Not a single time.
These allegations are false. And I need to go back to work
for the American people. Yeah, that's what I need to do.
I bought into that too.
I bought into that because I thought, wow, with a statement that strong, looking us right in the eye and absolutely categorically denying it, he can't be lying, right? Because we'll find out.
Right.
And we did.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate.
Oh, wow. Well. Okay. Oh, well, then never mind.
Well.
What a good liar, though. I mean,
well, at the time
was amazing.
At the time he told us that, he believed it. He just found out later that he was wrong. Right?
Is that what happened? Yes,
I think.
I'm sure that's what it was. We're in a bad place right now, and I think we all know it. And whether or not we can come out of this bad place, I think depends in large part on our own conduct. Are we going to continue to act the way we're acting and the way others are acting and just throw it back in their face all the time?
I hope not.
It's just going to continue to escalate if we do. It's gotten so bad that Republicans are now not able to go out to dinner with their wives. Ted Cruz and Heidi last night at a restaurant in D.C. I mean, this was despicable. Watch what happened as a crowd gathered and chased him out of the restaurant in Washington.
We believe survivors. We believe survivors. We believe survivors. We believe survivors. We believe survivors.
Good for you.
Beto's way hotter than you do.
Okay, can you stop that right there? Did you catch the Beto is way hotter than you as they're going on to him? And, as before we finish this off, okay, now picture yourself not only as Ted Cruz. Let's put Ted and Heidi away. What if you're another customer there? It wasn't the restaurant wasn't put on hold for Ted.
No,
that's agonizing.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We believe survivors. God bless you. We believe survivors.
God bless you.
Yeah, he's leaving. They won. He left.
We believe survivors.
Idiots.
We believe survivors. We believe survivors. We believe survivors.
Why is the restaurant letting that happen?
It makes me want to do the same thing to each of them.
It sure does.
Makes me want to take down their names and then gather a mob and show up wherever they go in public and start yelling in their face. Just ridiculous things until they leave. Except I'd probably be arrested for that. I'll for disturbing the peace or inciting a riot or whatever.
Right.
I think the restaurant owner would call police and you'd be arrested. These idiots can seem to get away with this everywhere they go.
Sure can.
And they continue to do this because Maxine Waters, for one, told them to. And they're doing it.
They sure are. And they're getting away with it. I mean, why doesn't you're right. If we were to do that, the restaurant people would ask us to leave.
Yep.
Not wait for these people to leave. Not wait for Ted to leave and help him out the door.
And you know what? It's the wrong instinct to want to do it right back in their face because that just escalates the situation. But wow, does that make me want to do it. That is outrageous.
So you're saying that it's wrong to want to do it.
Well, it's wrong. I don't know if it's wrong to feel like doing it.
Want to do it. It's wrong to do it.
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I would say that probably doesn't help.
You're bringing me down.
Yeah. Although, man,
I know,
but it's un-American. You're essentially saying that these people don't belong anywhere in public. That they don't have the same right as you do to come out and enjoy their lives.
Just have dinner.
And just have a peaceful dinner with their wife. And, how frightening for Heidi. I mean, Ted's been subjected to this kind of stuff. Maybe Heidi has a little bit on the campaign trail as well. But wives should not have to go through this. Ted shouldn't have to go through this. But I think this is going to happen more and more and more. We believe survivors. What does that even have to do with Ted Cruz?
Well, I'll tell you, my friend. I noticed they cut the end of the thing, but at the very end, our main chanty lady reminds us that Ted Cruz and Brett Kavanaugh are best friends. She reminds us that they're best friends.
Brett, who is?
Kavanaugh and Cruz.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even know that to be true, but
and they brought in the looks thing. I thought that was inappropriate to do. Okay, so first of all, you believe survivors, so this is about the Kavanaugh hearing. And then also it's about who's more attractive.
Beto's hotter.
Unbelievable.
Okay, come on.
I mean, what happened to, you're not supposed to go down the road of what a person looks like.
And, I saw this on Twitter today, this video. I wonder, at Jack, doing anything with the people that are out harassing people, coming up on assaulting people
that
in
wasn't
restaurants?
Hateful? That's not hateful? I think it's really hateful. Jeez. 888. No, it's 888-727-BECK. 888-727-BECK. It's Pat and Jeffy for Glenn today. As we welcome a new sponsor, Relief Factor, to the radio show for over 4 years now. Relief Factor has been helping people in this building alleviate pain. And late last year, Tanya and Glenn started taking it too. He's talked a lot about the fact that he's suffered with a lot of pain over the last 10 or 15 years. And sometimes it's been debilitating. If you've ever seen him on a flight, for some reason, the pressure, I guess, of a flight just sets off everything in his body, and he's in massive pain. But when he started taking Relief Factor, he was able to stop taking all of the medications and hadn't felt this good in years. Now, he's not here today, but it's totally unrelated to that. Happens to be a cold or the flu. But Relief Factor is 100% drug-free. It's created by doctors. There's 4 key ingredients that each help your body fight inflammation. There's a 3-week quick start to give this a try for just $19.95. Now, 70 or 75% of the people who order the 3-week quick start go on to order more because it works so well for them. That says an awful lot. So if you want your life back, if you want a drug-free and natural way to ease your pain, go to ReliefFactor.com. That's ReliefFactor.com.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Has your mechanic ever found something wrong with your car and, whoa, surprise, you're hit with a huge repair bill? Get extended vehicle protection from CarShield. CarShield will provide free 24/7 roadside assistance and a free rental car when yours is being fixed by your favorite mechanic or dealership. Get covered by CarShield today. 800-CAR-6100. Mention the promo code BECK or visit carshield.com. Use the promo code BECK and save 10%. Deductible may apply. It's carshield.com.
According to the Department of Energy, the most expensive utility for most Americans is their electricity bill. Adding to your financial misery, this allergy season has been one of the worst in UI.com.
FilterBy.com. Breathe better.
Hey, when you think fall flowers, you naturally think of mums. Then naturally you think of Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Come check out Ocala's biggest selection of mums with prices starting as low as $2.99. $2.99 for bright yellow mums, and choose from many more colors. This week, all of Bob's citrus trees are half price. A huge selection of perennials, regularly $19.99, are just $6.99 in the big number 4 size. Fall veggies, of course, everything from tomatoes to squash and more. You get the jumbo 4-pack for just $2.49. And be sure to get your coupon for 10% off on hardscape design and installation. For all the deals, go to BobWinesCameliaGardens.net or go to the Southeast 38th Street location in Ocala, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming place since 1952.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Welcome back to autumn. The weather is cooling off and the leaves will turn colors. At Palm Garden of Ocala, autumn is celebrated with special activities and cold weather menus, even pumpkin spice. But they do not celebrate fall. At Palm Garden, fall can represent pain and injury. If you have fallen and need short-term rehab, Palm Garden is your best choice. During autumn, the only thing that should fall are leaves. Palm Garden is located on the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street.
WOCA, putting the local back into radio.
Addicted to Outrage. The new book from Glenn Beck, Addicted to Outrage, is available everywhere. Order it now at Amazon.com.
It's Pat Gray and Jeffy for Glenn, who's out sick today. 888 727-BECK. Kind of interesting this week that as he prepares for the testimony and the accusations from Dr. Ford, Brett Kavanaugh has been handing out these calendars to senators. Calendars that he kept from 1982, where he outlined his daily activities all during the year and then specifically during the summer that's in question, to show you that it wasn't on his calendar.
Right.
There was no party like this on his calendar. Who does that in high school?
You didn't have a calendar?
Didn't. Maybe that's what separates a potential Supreme Court justice from being a radio DJ. Maybe that's what separates the men from the boys.
I knew I should have kept a calendar.
Yeah, but I mean, pretty detailed, apparently. He talked about his whereabouts, what he was going to do, even his activities. He kept track of the summer vacation completely, typical activities, including beach week, that he was going to be at the beach all that week. And then, I mean, even things like, I'm going to go to the theater to see Grease 2, Rocky 3, and Poltergeist were all mentioned for that summer.
Ooh. Now,
he went to Grease 2. Is that enough to deny his confirmation? It's pretty close.
That's a good argument.
It's pretty close. He had bad taste in movies, I will say that.
That's what was out, though, right?
Although Poltergeist was pretty good in its day. I saw it again recently. A couple of years ago, we let the kids see it when they got older, thinking, it was going to be horrifying to them.
Yeah, you can't watch that now.
And so when they were, in their early teens, we finally showed them Poltergeist, and they laughed at it because it was so cheesy now. That's a movie that just didn't hold up very well. The special effects, I think you got better special effects on your iPhone.
I believe that.
Than were available to Steven Spielberg in 1982 or whenever that movie came out. But what an organized, studious guy he was.
Right. I mean, he's already aware of he needs to, designate time for things, right? And be aware that this is my schedule and I need to stick to it.
He's organized.
Yeah.
He's got goals. Yeah. He's got a plan. I mean, he planned out his whole summer. When have you ever, I haven't done that now. I'm an adult. I've never planned out and written down any activity. Let alone, mentioning specifics like, little teeny details like I'm going to the movies tonight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting. Good for him.
Yes.
Good for him. But
yeah, definitely.
Very, no, I haven't done that.
I'm not surprised, actually, that you haven't done that either.
What do you mean?
I wasn't even going to ask because I just basically assumed you hadn't kept a calendar either. I don't know. There's a certain je ne sais quoi there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
look, it's not important to write down everything you do during the day. Sometimes because in the future, somebody might want to look at that calendar.
Yes.
Okay?
For him, it was apparently okay.
For calendar? No.
Yeah. 888-727-BECK. More Pat and Jeffy for Glenn on the Glenn Beck program.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. President Trump with strong words against Iran in his address before the UN General Assembly.
We cannot allow the world's leading sponsor of terrorism to possess the planet's most dangerous weapons.
Asking nations to join the U.S. in isolating Iran, also laying out points in his America First policy.
Moving forward, we are only going to give foreign aid to those who respect us and, frankly, are our friends.
The U.S. Trade Representative warning that Canada's running out of time, failing to make concessions needed for a trilateral NAFTA trade pact. And 92-year-old Jean Briggs Waters, buried in Nebraska yesterday with British military honors for her role as a World War II codebreaker in the British-led top-secret program. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-452-1760. That's 800-452-1760.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the copy machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that there were 2 fatalities in a single vehicle accident on East State Road 40 yesterday evening. A 63-year-old Summerfield man shot and killed himself Sunday after he shot and wounded a relative who was trying to check up on him. A 30-year-old Claremont man is facing child abuse and child neglect charges after deputies say they discovered a boy living in a home filled with flies, cockroaches, and maggots. 54-year-old April Freeman, a Sarasota Democrat who was making her 3rd run for Congress, has passed away. Freeman was running for the seat in Florida's 17th congressional district. A 41-year-old Polk County woman was arrested after it was discovered she wrapped her chihuahua in a trash bag and left it to die in a trash bin behind an apartment complex. And Walt Disney World has announced that ticket prices will vary based on the date picked, with a new online planning tool debuting next month. And that is your news brief from The Source.
All right, 27 minutes before 1 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in to The Source, WOCA. This is where we give stuff away. We got some stuff to give away. Here's what we're going to do. We have gift cards for 1 meal each at Freddy's. What's it called again? Freddy's Steak?
Freddy's Steak Burgers.
Freddy's Steak Burger.
Frozen custard and steak burgers.
Okay. So Freddy's, what?
Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers.
Okay. So we're going to ask you to call us here at this number, 622-9622, if you would like 2, right?
2.
Each person gets
caller,
2?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want 2 of those.
Unless you've won it before.
Yeah, we'll load it up. There's so many rules.
I know.
All right. So you get 2 of them. That's part 1. Part 2 is you call the office line right now if you want to get in on the prize we're giving away to give 2 tickets to Dollywood.
Yes.
Dollywood is a theme park in Tennessee. This is not in Missouri. It's in Tennessee. We don't have airplane tickets and we don't have hotel vouchers. We just have 2 tickets to the theme park. These tickets are worth $70 a piece.
Yep.
And they're good until January 5th. So this is like a 12-hour ride from here. It's in the Smoky Mountains, and it looks like a lot of fun. And they got a special thing for Christmas and a special thing for the autumn. So if you would like to go up there, then you'll have to get yourself there, but you'll have 2 tickets to get into the park.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to be in the running for that, the way we do that is we ask you to call in 732-8000, get your name into the blue box, and then we'll pick names at random throughout the month. And then if you get your name picked, then you get 2 tickets to the theme park, okay?
Yes, you do.
The number for there is 732-8000. And right now, if you call me at this number, 622-9622, I have a copy of Glenn Beck's book, Addicted to Outrage. 622-9622 for the book, 622-9622 for the Freddy's, 732-8000 to get your name in the book, in the box.
Yes.
We'll be back. Here comes Glenn.
This is the Glenn Beck Program.
With Pat and Jeffy, Glenn's sick today. So this, if you're a Republican, this is apparently what you can expect when you go out to dinner with your wife. in Washington, D.C. and elsewhere, for that matter.
We believe survivors. We believe survivors.
We believe survivors.
We believe survivors.
We believe survivors. Beto is way hotter than you do.
And then you get that.
Beto is way hotter than you, dude.
I mean, these people are such hypocrites.
That's for sure.
Such despicable hypocrites. And this is all being yelled at Ted Cruz and his wife when they're just trying to go out to dinner in Washington, D.C.
Survivors! We believe survivors! We believe survivors! God bless you!
Excuse me, let my wife through.
We believe survivors! For God's sake!
Unbelievable. Do you really? Do you believe survivors? Tell that to the survivor of Keith Ellison. What about her? Nobody on the Democrat side believes Keith Ellison's accuser. Nobody in the Democrat Party. They're not even talking about that. The guy just won a primary election in the midst of the accusations. I thought you believed survivors. No, you don't.
Nope.
No, you don't. You believe them if the accusation is leveled against a Republican. Because you're just partisan hacks and you don't really care about the truth at all. They don't care about the truth. And since when in America is the accused guilty immediately, just based on the accusation? I mean,
that's been slowly coming.
It's been for a couple of years now.
It's been slowly coming as a. It was laughed off, but I mean, they've really kept pushing and kept pushing, and
they don't even make any bones about it anymore,
right?
And they've been asked, several of them, point blank, on a lot of news shows. Well, wait a minute, what about the presumption of innocence? And they just roll right over it.
Oh, that's for the courts.
Yeah.
Well, we're not even getting to the courts, so that's where it was about the people too.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be that way too.
Oh yeah, it's just an American principle. And they don't believe in, obviously. Brian in Oklahoma, you're on the Glenn Beck program with Pat and Jeffy. Hi.
Hey, Pat, I have a fantasy I want to share with you. I called for 1 point, but I have 2 points. But first off, I've been watching this Kavanaugh thing and the sheer lack of decorum. And I know this is kind of evil of me, but if Kavanaugh doesn't make it through this process, I would like to nominate Hillary Clinton for the Supreme Court. Just for the sheer joy of watching her get drugged through the mud like a Libyan bastard. I mean,
it would be interesting, but then you run the danger that she might actually be confirmed.
She's not going to. That won't happen.
That would be horrific. But yeah, I mean, there is that tendency to just want revenge. We were just talking about that a few minutes ago. I'd love to go and holler in the faces of all these people when they're out to dinner. I'd love to do it. Just gather a mob of Republicans, of conservatives, and just go scream in their face wherever they go. How do you like it? You like that? Is that fun?
Were you starting to enjoy that Whataburger?
You feel free? Do you feel like you can go anywhere you want in this country, or do you feel a little bit oppressed now? I wonder. All right. What was your other point then, Brian?
So how is denying someone a meal because of you don't agree with their political beliefs at a restaurant? How is that different than denying them a gay wedding cake? I mean, they raised all kinds of hell because they couldn't have their cake.
Yeah.
But this guy can't go sit down and have a meal at a restaurant without being shouted down and abused by these people.
Yeah.
That's exactly the same.
I agree. I think it's exactly the same.
That's a good point.
They shut down Alex Jones for harassing people and coming after people like that on the internet. But for his Twitter accounts, where are they at? We're going to shut these people down. Don't look too hard for it because it's not going to happen. But they should. I heard a theory earlier this morning that I thought was interesting. So if the theory would go like the Democrats are trying to push this off until the election, right? So the Kavanaugh vote. So Trump pulls Kavanaugh and says okay, that's it. And then spends the next 6 weeks or 8 weeks, however it is, till the election, just bashing the Democrats at what they did to you. This is your son. That's why I need the Senate. This is why we need Republicans. And this is ridiculous what they did to this man's family. And then as soon as, then nominate Barrett.
Might help in the election, and it might help that confirmation.
Yeah. And you get a more conservative judge.
If it went down that way, it might work. There's just no guarantee it will.
I know.
But, but I like the theory.
I do, too.
Bernadette in Florida, you're on the Glenn Beck program. Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
My question is, how did these people even know that the cruises were going to be there? So apparently, a restaurant employee must have notified them ahead of time that they had reservations. And if that's the case, what is the restaurant going to do about it?
Yeah.
Are they going to fire the employee that leaked it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. And really, in today's world, what happens?
Thanks, Bernadette.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions to that. Does the restaurant? Why does Ted have to leave? Why is the restaurant employees not kicking those people out?
Yeah,
okay,
right.
That's what I want to know.
Right.
I want to know, why is Ted leaving?
Because I doubt they were even patrons. They're not customers.
Right. They're happy to help Ted leave the restaurant, but they're not showing these people to the door.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I have that question. And another, in today's world, to your point of how they know, if you're part of the hater mobs, you've got a person that's kind of keeping an eye on you, the senator, and if he goes somewhere, you just post it. I mean, you have your group, your Facebook group, your Instagram group, your Twitter group, and they get the ping saying, Ted's at Bill's restaurant, and then they show up. So, I mean, that's a quick and easy crowd.
It's kind of amazing that I don't know if that was at the beginning of his meal or at the end. I don't know. I don't know if he'd already gotten his food. I have no idea. We should try to get him on and ask him about that. Yeah, because if it's getting to the point where Republicans can't go out to dinner, is that really are you proud of that, Democrats?
Time to stop.
Yeah. Is that really what we want to have happen in the United States of America? I mean, congratulations, Maxine Waters, because
you got it.
People are following through, and they're getting ugly, and they're getting in people's faces. And if you don't think that's not going to escalate, because it is, eventually something's going to happen at one of these events where somebody gets hurt. And then whose fault is that? That's not Donald Trump's fault.
No, it is not. You're gonna try to spin it to Trump's fault,
yeah,
but
they're going to try. They will try.
You're 100% right there, my friend. That will definitely happen.
888-727 Beck. Bill in Oklahoma. You're on the Glenn Beck program. Hi.
Hi. Good morning, guys.
Hey.
As I've been considering this business with Brett Kavanaugh, it popped into mind another Democratic activist in April of 1865, a guy named John Wilkes Booth, obviously assassinated President Abraham Lincoln. And what struck me is the similarities in today's world. You don't need a firearm or anything to effectively assassinate somebody. All you need is an allegation, of wrongdoing 30 some odd years ago, and to really have the same effect, which is obviously exactly, and consider the similarities, of course, with Ford's theater, and then of course with Dr. Ford, and it's tragic, that essentially they're doing the same thing with what could very well be, and that these feckless, gutless Republicans drive me crazy. They don't make the point, hey, this person could be lying. I mean, nobody has dared say that. My heavens, how novel that would be to levy a false allegation at somebody, that humans have been doing for millennia. But it's, seriously, and if I was Judge Kavanaugh in my remarks Thursday, I don't know if I'd be so gutsy to say that, but I think I would draw the comparison and say, hey, they're trying to assassinate me in exactly the same way as Martin Luther King or JFK. I mean, they're doing the same thing, but merely with a false allegation.
Yeah, they're still getting rid of you. I mean, they're not killing you, but they're getting rid of your political career.
Well, and I almost mentioned it earlier.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. That despite no matter what happens now, after he gave the interview last night, we played you some clips from that, and very believable. I want to believe him, and I believe that he's a good family man, and the family is this is a rough patch, more than a rough patch really for the family. But I don't know that he ever gets by this, even if he becomes a Supreme Court justice, right? I mean, this is a big chunk to get by.
Yeah, and you've already harmed
never going to wash yourself of this.
Already harmed his family.
Yeah,
you've already harmed his daughters.
Absolutely. It's never going away for them.
No, it's
never.
It's despicable what's going on. It was fascinating too to see MoveOn.org jump into this discussion.
Oh, good.
MoveOn.org tweeted out to Dr. Ford, the accuser of Brett Kavanaugh. Dear Professor Ford, we want you to know that you are not alone. You are a survivor. Millions of us have your back. We call on senators to demand a full, fair, and trauma-informed investigation. Which is interesting since MoveOn.org was founded as a grassroots operation to oppose impeachment proceedings of President Bill Clinton. When they were, the name of the organization itself is to move on from the allegations of Bill Clinton. And now they don't want to move on past any allegations, even though there's not a shred of evidence from anybody. Now they're totally 100% supportive of the allegations. Let's be stuckinthe.mire.org. Maybe they should change the name of the organization. Stuckinthe.mire.org. Carl in Illinois, you're on the Glenn Beck program.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I just wanted to jump on the point that Jeffy brought up, and we've talked about this here among our friends, is allowing this to go past the elections and actually having a red wave voting for Republicans because of the Supreme Court justice. I know a lot of people that voted for Trump just for the Supreme Court justice. They wanted to make sure that they had a conservative come in. And I know it's no guarantee, but I think the Republicans would be smart to do that.
Yeah, well, the Republicans aren't smart, though. So they rarely do the smart thing. Thanks, Carl. It would be nice.
You are giving them the benefit of the doubt on that.
The
past has not really shown us that.
Yeah, not sure they deserve the benefit of the doubt. 888-727-BECK. It's Pat and Jeffy for Glenn on the Glenn Beck program.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
If fake news was a product, it would be a superfood. Why? Take a look at your superfood container. It has a supplement facts panel. This means it's made from extracts instead of real food. With the goal of creating a real superfood specifically designed to enhance your health and help you reach your full potential, a team of top physicians gathered to form Brickhouse Nutrition, and they would like to introduce Field of Greens. Field of Greens is the first real superfood, and the difference that sets it apart can be seen right on the bottle. It has a nutrition facts panel because it's real food. One scoop of Field of Greens has a full serving of real, certified vegan, vegetarian, and USDA organic fruits and vegetables, complete with antioxidants. This is the daily clean green energy that fuels your body for a healthier and happier lifestyle. For a limited time offer, text REAL to 41411. Again, text REAL to 41411 and experience a better you tomorrow.
You're thinking about selling your home, but where do you start? Easy. Call Angie at 352-361-8359. Angie works with you to get your home sold. Angie is more than just an agent with Roberts Real Estate. She's a pro with heart. Call her at 352-361-8359, and you will know you have the right person.
I'm Angie Umpleby, and I'm looking forward to working with you when you call me at 352-361-8359. That's 352-361-8359.
Hi, I'm Anthony with Finishing Touch Floors. Are you considering covering your old wood floors? Forget about it. Let Finishing Touch Floors restore your old wood floors. We offer sanding, refinishing, installation, and custom colored stains. With over 35 years experience, you need to call 321-396-2657. Let us put the finishing touch on your wood floors. For your free estimate, call 321-396-2657. That's 321-396-2657.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
The 14th Annual Florida Bat Festival is October 20th from 10 till 5 at the Luby Bat Conservancy, 1309 Northwest 192nd Avenue in Gainesville. The Flying Giants are here to save the day. Come meet the Winged Crusaders, no capes needed, and celebrate some real superheroes of nature. Admission is $8 for adults, $5 for children ages 5 through 12, and children under 4 are admitted free. This fun, family-friendly festival features games, music, environmental organizations, crafts, food trucks, a beer garden, and of course, our superhero bats. Come have fun at the Luby Bat Conservancy.
Hey, when you think fall flowers, you naturally think of mums. Then naturally you think of Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens in Ocala. Come check out Ocala's biggest selection of mums with prices starting as low as $2.99. $2.99 for bright yellow mums, and choose from many more colors. This week, all of Bob's citrus trees are half price. A huge selection of perennials, regularly $19.99, are just $6.99 in the big number 4 size. Fall veggies, of course, everything from tomatoes to squash and more. You get the jumbo 4-pack for just $2.49. And be sure to get your coupon for 10% off on hardscape design and installation. For all the deals, go to bobwinescamelliagardens.net or go to the Southeast 38th Street location in Ocala, daily till 4, Saturdays till 2, in the same blooming place since 1952.
Glenn Beck.
Have you ever taken your car in for an oil change and the mechanic finds something wrong and surprise! You're hit with a repair bill you just didn't expect. I don't think that's ever not happened.
No kidding.
Seriously.
I don't know that.
Every time I've gone in for an oil change or something really small, I need new windshield wipers. Can you just replace it? Yeah, we were doing the windshield wipers. Couldn't help but notice the brakes need to be fixed on all four of them. Well, wait. First of all, do I have 4 brakes? I don't even know. Well, when you have extended vehicle protection, like so many of us here do, from CarShield, you don't have to worry about those unexpected surprises. If the car breaks down after the manufacturer's warranty expires, and it always does,
100%,
every single time, it's just after your warranty expires, and yeah, your warranty expired last week. Oh, too bad. It's only cost you $2,100 though. I mean, replacing your engine, just that could cost you thousands. A simple repair to a sensor can cost over $1,000. Today's cars are so technical and so expensive to repair. You need CarShield. It makes the process of fixing your car for a covered repair super easy. You can have your favorite mechanic or dealership do the work. It's your choice. Save yourself thousands of dollars in future car repairs. Get covered by the ultimate in extended vehicle protection. Like so many of us have done here. Before something goes wrong, call 800-CAR-6100. 800-CAR-6100. Mention the code BECK or visit carshield.com and use the promo code BECK to save 10%. That's carshield.com, code BECK. A deductible may apply. Carshield.com. We've been talking about this. I consider it an attack on Ted Cruz last night at a restaurant when he's out with his wife, Heidi.
Oh, I believe that.
And people
Absolutely.
show up and start chanting at him. First of all, it is kind of an interesting question. How does that begin? I guess somebody spots them go into the restaurant and then they just tweet it out or whatever.
Yeah, they have a group chat that they message, and who's ever available shows up.
And it's amazing to get there so quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, they must have had, 15, 20 people around him?
I mean, you can't.
All yelling at him?
Did you think that they were going to be at, a job? No.
No, clearly they don't have jobs.
And even if they go to universities, they can just leave there anytime they want.
Yeah.
We found that with the Yale law people.
Oh.
Right? They just leave. It's okay. We don't have to go to class. We're gonna go protest.
My favorite part of that was that the Yale law students joined in the protest, despite the fact that there's not a shred of evidence that any of this ever occurred. These soon-to-be lawyers are all in on the fact that he's guilty. Wow. You guys aren't going to make very good defense attorneys. Huh.
Yale. One of the top, supposedly one of the top law schools in the world.
Right.
Yeah. And look, if they're leaving to protest, they're not paying for their classes. They're not paying for school. Someone else is paying for them.
Well, yes.
Right?
Mom and dad are paying for the school. Yeah.
So, I mean, that's kind of sad.
It is. And that about 95% of the reason they left class is just because they wanted to get out of class.
It's not they didn't believe in the cause?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Huh.
I don't know that they know anything about the cause. 888-727-BECK. Pat and Jeffy for Glenn on the Glenn Beck program.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Okay, you are a busy business person, you're trying to hire somebody, and you've got a job site that is just overwhelming you with tons of the wrong resumes. That's not smart. Here's what is smart. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. Unlike other job sites, ZipRecruiter doesn't wait for the candidates to find you. It goes out and finds them for you. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck has powerful matching technology that scans thousands of resumes, identifies people with the right skills, the right education, and experience for your job, and then invites them to apply. So you get the quality candidates and the qualified people through the door first, and you don't have to sort through things because they already do that, and they highlight the best people. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employers in the U.S. Right now, you can try it for free at this exclusive web address. It's ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. That's ZipRecruiter.com/BECK. ZipRecruiter.com/Beck. Try it today. It's the smartest way to hire. Has your mechanic ever found something wrong with your car and, whoa, surprise, you're hit with a huge repair bill? Get extended vehicle protection from CarShield. CarShield will provide free 24/7 roadside assistance and a free rental car when yours is being fixed by your favorite mechanic or dealership. Get covered by CarShield today. 800-CAR-6100. Mention the promo code BECK or visit carshield.com. Use the promo code BECK and save 10%. Deductible may apply. It's carshield.com.
Dust, pollen, dirt. We spend most of our time indoors, so why breathe in the outdoors when you're inside too? With over 600 sizes to choose from, plus custom options, we have a solution to make your indoor air cleaner, fresher, and, well, better. Our filters are manufactured right here in America and ship free within 24 hours. And you can sign up for a subscription, so you never have to think about air filters ever again.
FilterBy.com. Breathe better.
All right, I have 1 minute and 10 seconds to tell you about something. I have one of Glenn Beck's books here, and this is the book you've been hearing about on the Glenn Beck Show. It's called Addicted to Outrage. He sent us some books, and if you have already won one, then congratulations. If you have not won one, and you would like one, this is the time to call 622-9622. If Robin answers the phone, then you have one. If Robin doesn't answer the phone, that means somebody else has one, and you can try next time. But right now, this book is the #1 book on Amazon, and if you would like a copy of it, it's a hardcover copy of the book he's been talking about called Addicted to Outrage. Call right now, 622-9622. It is $17.95 or something like that on Amazon. But of course, we're giving it to you for free. All you have to do is get through to 622-9622, 622-WOCA.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu.
Iran's leaders sow chaos, death,
and destruction.
President Trump addressing the UN General Assembly, during which he blasted Iran and drove home the point of U.S. sovereignty. Before and after the speech, he also lashed out about sexual misconduct accusations against his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh.
36 years ago, nobody ever knew about it, nobody ever heard about it, and now a new charge comes up.
Kavanaugh and one of his accusers set to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee Thursday. And Bill Cosby's sentence for a 2004 sex assault will be read at 1:30 Eastern. A judge has declared him a sexually violent predator. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-452-1760. That's 800-452-1760.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the copy machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that there were 2 fatalities in a single vehicle accident on East State Road 40 yesterday evening. A 63-year-old Summerfield man shot and killed himself Sunday after he shot and wounded a relative who was trying to check up on him. A 30-year-old Claremont man is facing child abuse and child neglect charges after deputies say they discovered a boy living in a home filled with flies, cockroaches, and maggots. 54-year-old April Freeman, a Sarasota Democrat who was making her 3rd run for Congress, has passed away. Freeman was running for the seat in Florida's 17th congressional district. A 41-year-old Polk County woman was arrested after it was discovered she wrapped her chihuahua in a trash bag and left it to die in a trash bin behind an apartment complex. And Walt Disney World has announced that ticket prices will vary based on the date picked, with a new online planning tool debuting next month. And that is your news brief from The Source. It's October, thinking about things that go bump in the night. Brian Pope, director of the Luby Bat Conservancy, will be our guest October 12th to talk about the superheroes of nature, bats, and about the annual Bat Festival that will be held on October 20th. So be sure to tune in to learn about these superheroes of the night and the fun family festival.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Are you being overcharged for investment advice? Brandon White with Our Family Financial is not like any other financial advisors. He keeps fees low and your needs first. Help defend your hard-earned wealth by calling Our Family Financial. 352-433-9614. That's 352-433-9614. Or email Brandon@ourfamilyfinancial.com. Investment management from our family to yours.
Attention WOCA listeners. Do you or someone you know have an outgoing personality with great organizational skills? Well, WOCA is looking for a few good people to join our marketing reps team. You get to meet other great people and business leaders in our community. WOCA Radio offers flexible schedules, great income potential, and some really great fringe benefits, too. So if you enjoy talking to people and getting paid to do it, this may be the right choice for you. Apply within or send your resumes to careers@WOCA.com.
Hi, I'm Russ Moore with Pike Mill. Our relationship with WOCA started in 2009. WOCA is family-friendly, community-involved station. When we moved to our new location on 17th Street in October of 2016, of course, we went to WOCA so they could tell everybody our new location. The folks at WOCA really care about their clients and want them to be successful. For all of your shipping needs, call Pike Mill, and to tell the Ocala area about your business, call WOCA, because WOCA Radio gets results.
Truth. Glenn Beck.
It's Pat and Jeffy for Glenn, who's feeling a little under the weather today. Hopefully, we'll have him back tomorrow. 888-727-BECK. Tim Cook sat down more than a year ago to watch Apple's first scripted drama, which I didn't know they had scripted dramas yet.
Yeah, they're starting to for the Apple TV.
Interesting. Yeah. The first scripted drama they had was Vital Signs, but he was troubled by what he saw. The show is, have you seen Vital Signs? You've seen everything. You've not seen Vital Signs? Really? Is that the one broadcasted show you've never seen?
I don't subscribe to Apple yet.
Oh, okay. That's why. All right. Apparently it's a dark, semi-biographical tale of a hip-hop artist. Of Dr. Dre, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Featured characters doing lines of coke. There's an extended orgy scene in a mansion and drawn guns.
I mean, you've hooked me so far, my friend.
I know you're going to love that.
I'm already looking up how to subscribe.
Unfortunately for you, however, Tim Cook doesn't want that kind of programming.
Yeah, whatever.
How about that? I mean, I can't believe that. He told Apple Music executive Jimmy Iovine, said people familiar with Apple's entertainment plans that Apple can't show this kind of stuff. Thank you. For me, that's great because Amazon does almost exclusively, R-rated type stuff. Netflix does almost exclusively
big guy stuff, yeah.
R-rated kind of
stuff. The stuff that we like to watch is big guy stuff, no question.
It's got nudity, it's got the F word all through it, or graphic violence, or whatever. Game of Thrones is a good example.
It's HBO.
Is it HBO? Okay.
But same thing. It doesn't matter. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. All right, what is it that I'm thinking of on? Well, it's everything on Netflix. Is that me? Is that you? Yeah, it's okay. Something started on my computer, which is really handy for on-air work. Again, that needs to become illegal. When you don't push a button to make that happen, that has to stop.
If you have tabs open on your laptop or desktop, and you're not a tab is not highlighted,
right?
It should be illegal.
It should
to have the, and I mean illegal.
Yes,
I'm not one for regulation, but I want laws for this.
I do too. I do too.
For this.
I want that laws for that, and I want a law that says these facial cream companies got to stop lying.
How do they?
We actually already have a law on that, and it's not being enforced. I don't know how false advertising works like that.
I mean
fraudulent.
And there's an erectile dysfunction company that uses anybody they want.
Yeah. Well, they make stuff up. They make up quotes.
Anybody they want.
They make up scenarios. They'll talk about people having trouble in their marriage that aren't having trouble in their marriage.
And it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, they don't care.
Absolutely
And
amazing.
they've gotten away with it for years now, and I just don't understand it. I don't know how it's possible. But
Glenn got into a huge fight with our money people, right? Because the company, he didn't want them running on the Blaze.
Yes.
And they were like, well, no, that's part of the deal.
Cost us a ton. Yeah.
So that's why you see him on the different websites, because every time I see him now, I think, oh, you're just doing it for the money.
Yep.
Okay. There's which is okay. I mean, okay.
It's not okay because those ads,
but it's not okay for that.
Are lies. Now, different
That's
ads.
okay. No, I mean being in it for the money. Is okay. I get that.
Yes,
All
of
right.
course, it's capitalism, but
not with the lies. You're right.
Right. But when you're doing fraudulent things, when you're lying about people to make money, and that's a problem.
Out lies.
Yeah, complete lies. You know that we've talked many times about the fixer-upper lies that Chip and Joanna were having these marital problems, and she was leaving the show because of her facial cream empire. It's so ridiculous. None of it was true. None of their quotes actually were ever said by anybody. They eventually stopped doing the show, but it wasn't because of facial cream.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it wasn't. It actually wasn't, Jeffy.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly enough, it was.
Know that.
Yeah, I think they'd had enough. They got a lot going on. But back to this Apple movement now, as they get into live programming. You know, I think that Netflix and Amazon have pretty well, and Hulu have all covered the R-rated programing pretty well.
They're not alone. I mean,
right?
HBO's on it, CBS,
yeah, Showtime, and they've been on it forever.
Yes, absolutely.
But across Hollywood and inside Apple, the show has become emblematic of the challenges faced by the technology giant as they push into entertainment. And again, I didn't even realize they were doing this until
good
recently.
For them. Yeah, no, I knew they were getting into the streaming because they want their piece of the pie, which is good. And this actually might be a good move on their part because, like you say, nobody's doing it.
Nobody's doing it.
And
some family stuff,
right? So okay, I mean that's good for them. I don't know.
I like it.
I don't know if they'll be able to survive with continuing doing it. I hope so, and obviously Tim hopes so.
Is there a market for it other than, I don't know, my family?
Right.
There will be families, obviously, that like
I'm sure there will. Sure.
But will you find people who are interested enough in doing that kind of programming to go ahead and produce it and produce it for you?
Make it creative enough. That's the problem, right? I mean, that's the deal. You still want the show to be good.
Right. Right. Well, but you don't want it to be, I don't want it to be Bambi anyway. Right.
You know, I definitely don't want it to be Bambi.
No. So their entertainment team is trying to walk a fine line that very few people in Hollywood would ever consider. Cook actually canceled Vital Signs, and they've made it clear, according to producers and agents, that they want high-quality shows with stars and broad appeal, but they don't want gratuitous sex, profanity, or violence. So we'll see if that works. We'll see if it works. Is there still a market for it?
My house.
Okay, yes, at the Fisher household, you won't be watching the Apple TV programming.
That's the point.
But there's already plenty of stuff for you, right? On Netflix.
There is. Yes, there is. And there might, look, if the programming is good, I'll watch it. I want the stories to be good. I want the program to be good.
But didn't House of Cards kind of back off of the nudity that they once did pretty freely?
A little bit. You know, a lot of shows do that, though.
Yeah, they start.
A lot of shows start off with some really raw stuff, and they hook you, yes, and then they back off, and they just, you live off of what happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you still think that it's really bad, but they're not showing you that real bad stuff anymore. You know, a person will die, and they'll show that person pre and post death, but they don't show the actual murder. Well, while early on in the series, they would show the murder. You know what I mean? So you still kind of think you're seeing it, but you're not.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's real fascinating.
It's interesting. Orange is the New Black. Do you ever watch that?
Yeah, I've gone through the first. They've got 7 or 8, 9 seasons now.
And have they moderated it at all? No,
I don't know about
harsh.
that one. I think so, yeah. I mean, I kind of backed off after 3 or 4 seasons of that. Got a little old.
Really?
But they weren't. It was still backing off.
You know, even... Is it what was the network with the Americans? Because they featured some nudity too, from what Glenn was saying, and I think that's just on FX, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even they are getting into that.
Oh yeah, they've got some other series that they run on FX that are really good and big guy shows. I mean they do some
raunchy
language material. Yeah.
Mm. You know what I saw last night on actual network television, which I haven't watched a show on network TV for I don't know how long, 10 years probably or more. is a show called Manifest. Did you see that?
I caught the first little bit of it last night. Yeah, because my wife and kids were watching The Voice, and Manifest was that was
came
right
on afterward.
Yeah. And she was watching it. And I caught the first bit because it was a fascinating idea behind the story, and I know you'll say what it is, but
good premise.
I wanted to see how the people learned what happened in the show.
Right.
And once I saw that, I got to go to bed.
I was watching football on Sunday night, and the ad came on for Manifest, and it was intriguing. And at the end of the promo, it said, "Set your DVR now." My VCR. Set your DVR now. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to.
Nice.
So I actually recorded it.
I must set my DVR. I must set my DVR.
I did it. It's the first time I've ever done what they told me to do on TV. But
it's working.
The premise of the show is that a group of passengers on a plane get on a plane and it departs, and they just fly from their destination. They have some bad turbulence in the middle, and then they land. And it's been 5.5 years.
Right.
To everybody who's been on the ground the whole time.
Great premise.
Really cool.
Really good premise.
It reminds me a lot of the 4400. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I caught a little bit. I wasn't into it as much as you. I remember you talking a lot about
4,400 people disappeared and then came back, and they all had special powers, and nobody knew what happened to them.
There was another show where people started coming back from the future.
Yeah,
too.
there's been a bunch of these.
That show? I watched some of it. It doesn't matter, but there's been another show where people were coming back from the future because they wanted to change. They wanted to change where they were at. They were coming back to now because they wanted to. Because they knew what things were like where they in the time frame they lived in, and they wanted to change our time so it would change their forward time. It's fascinating.
Yeah, but some cool shows.
Yeah.
And some good stuff.
So it's a great premise for the show. Like I said, I watched the first, until they found. I want to see how they actually learned. Because the plane landed and they won't let them off the plane.
They just told them.
They surround them with ambulances and cops and everything, and they've got everybody.
And you're waiting for some build up.
Yeah, and the
guy
lady
just comes over and tells them,
"What are you standing here for? You're not going to get down."
Yeah, you've been gone 5.5 years. Shut up. Wait,
well, time to go to bed. That was really. I found that really fascinating because I did want some sort of build up to telling them, and some sort of secrecy to what had happened to them.
No, that part was kind of anticlimactic. Yeah, they just got right to it.
Yeah,
888-727-BECK. The half hour of the show brought to you by Simply Safe. Simply Safe Home Security is a great security system. It's a fantastic protection. It's easy to use. It's easy to set up. And we've got some exciting news for you. Simply Safe is now valued at $1 billion.
Imagine that.
They started with us when, I don't know, they had 5 employees, I think.
So good.
That's how long we've known these people, and Glenn has worked with them. The founder only started the company because he wanted to help his friends who were burglarized, and now it's worth $1 billion. Wow. Simply Safe protects over 2 million people now. 2 million people. And here's what makes them great. Simply Safe is comprehensive protection for your home with round-the-clock professional monitoring and police dispatch. You get protection against intruders, fires, leaks, pipe bursts. Simply Safe keeps working during power outages, downed Wi-Fi. Even if a burglar smashes your keypad, it continues to work. System is easy to use. It's incredibly intuitive. And it takes only a few minutes to set up. And with Simply Safe, there's no contracts, there's no hidden fees, and 24/7 monitoring is only $14.99 a month. That's incredible. I remember before Simply Safe, my home security system had gone up to almost $60 a month. I'd rather pay $14.99 a month. It just makes sense.
Really?
Yes, for better protection. Order your Simply Safe system right now and get 10% off. Visit simplysafebeck.com. That's simplysafebeck.com for 10% off your home security system. simplysafebeck.com.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's premier home purchase lender. We've created a new way to protect you from unpredictable interest rates. Our exclusive Rate Shield approval. First, we lock your interest rate for up to 90 days. Then, if rates go up, your rate stays locked. But if rates go down, your rate drops. Either way, you win. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030. Additional conditions or exclusions may apply.
According to the Department of Energy, the most expensive utility for most Americans is their electricity bill. Adding to your financial misery, this allergy season has been one of the worst in years. So now is the perfect time to order a new set of HVAC filters from filterbuy.com. With over 600 sizes to choose from, including custom options, you'll find the perfect fit, shipped free within 24 hours with filterbuy.com. They're made in America. That's filterbuy.com.
Filterbuy.com. Breathe better.
Hi, I'm Russ Moore with Pike Mill. Our relationship with WOCA started in 2009. WOCA is family-friendly, community-involved station. When we moved to our new location on 17th Street in October of 2016, of course, we went to WOCA so they could tell everybody our new location. The folks at WOCA really care about their clients and want them to be successful. For all of your shipping needs, call Pike Mill, and to tell the Ocala area about your business, call WOCA, because WOCA radio gets results.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today.
And now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online. PPIR is a networking group formed to serve the realtor and small business community. It primarily serves the real estate and construction industry, but is open to all businesses that provide any service or product to the real estate business community. PPIR has no membership dues or fees for attendees. The watchwords are keep it simple and maximize networking time. PPIR chapters meet 3 times monthly at different locations after normal business hours. For information on this, call 352-615-9412 or go to events at ppirevents.com. PPIR, professional people in real estate. Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. Their work is guaranteed along with your satisfaction. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
Glenn Beck.
It's Pat and Jeffy for Glenn. 888-727-BECK. What a great world we live in. Purdue University in Indiana just announced their first ever gender-neutral homecoming court. Isn't that
nice?
Isn't that wonderful? Gender-neutral. We don't have to.
About time.
Finally. We've all been so offended by the king and queen. Because obviously a king is a man and a queen is a woman, and we don't need that artificial construct anymore. We just don't need that.
To be honest, I don't even know why we have it anymore. I mean, this whole objectification thing is agonizing,
isn't it? We just need to do away with all of it. So at Purdue, they're opting instead for homecoming royalty, and it can be
good.
You know, it could be one of any of the 112 different genders. So I think that's such a relief now.
It's good that
we've got that weight off of our shoulders finally.
It's kind of a fluid homecoming. So when there's new genders that we find, they just add to them.
You
right?
just add them.
Good.
Yeah. Yes. And now without the oppressive king and queen titles,
thank you.
You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Thank you.
So seniors Lily Bishop and Grant Wood were crowned homecoming royalty during the homecoming. Still, though, they went with apparently a girl and a guy. So they still went with those two genders. I don't know why they didn't choose some other gender.
Were they identifying as a male and a female at the time?
It doesn't say. I'm not sure. But the push for a gender-neutral homecoming court was a student-driven effort to push forward with gender equality across all platforms. The current candidates we choose had better resumes, better applications, and better represented Purdue. They're not the only major university to hold a gender-neutral homecoming. Penn State is also doing their first ever gender-inclusive homecoming weekend on October 13th. Thank goodness. Good. So it's starting to spread all over the country.
Jumping on the bandwagon now. Now that Purdue set the stage.
If it gets them there, though, Jeffy, where we get rid of that, false construct, I'm okay with it.
As long as you know what? As long as they're promoting diversity and inclusivity.
Thank you.
I mean,
yes,
that's all we care about.
Isn't that what everybody's been clamoring for?
Yes.
How often have you heard people say on the street, "Damn those homecoming things where they have a king and queen. I hate that." How many times have you heard that? I can't even sleep at night because there's a homecoming king and a homecoming queen, and I can't take it anymore. What if we had gender-neutral homecomings?
Now you're onto something. You're onto something.
And finally we do. I mean, the overwhelming demand has been there for so long that it's just nice. It's a relief, I guess, to finally see it come to fruition. So,
I mean, so many people have complained.
Yes.
That's why you haven't never heard about it. People complaining because so many people are complaining. They've just given up.
This generation of kids, these millennials, are they're turning everything upside down. Turning everything. I mean, this, as they said, it's student-driven.
Yeah.
So it's these kids that have grown up thinking, yeah, you know what? We don't need gender specificity. We don't need that. What if we were gender neutral during our homecoming?
I'm hurt when someone...
Hurt, yes. It's a good word for it.
Yes.
Yes. It pains me.
It does. It does. I feel bad.
So ridiculous. 888-727-BECK. John in Washington, you're on the Glenn Beck program with Pat and Jeffy.
Hi. I think what we really need now is another Spartacus moment. And specifically, we have the legislative or the Congressional Accountability Act. So all of the congressional people like Teddy and all those guys who've assaulted people, all their records are there. And we should open those records, and everybody who's been accused or has a settlement should turn in their badge and go home because obviously they're not suitable to serve the country.
We'd have about 7 representatives left would be my guess. Maybe 7. Yeah. Maybe. I like the idea, though, because I appreciate it, John. We should find out who's been guilty of this and who has cost taxpayer money to settle these things.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
That should absolutely be transparent.
It's embarrassing for us not to know that.
It should we should have that transparency where we know who has cost taxpayers, $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever in settlements, because we know they've made millions. They've paid out millions in settlements to people.
Now, I don't want to know who they've paid them to, but I do want to know they've been paid.
Yes.
I do want to know they've been paid.
And who was the perpetrator? Who was the perpetrator? And it's costing taxpayer money like that. We deserve to know that.
We absolutely do.
It's our money. And they act like, it comes from some magic federal tree or something in their backyard.
They certainly don't act like it comes from you and me.
No, they don't. No, they don't. And they don't act like they're our employees. They act like they're royalty, and we're the knaves who just must obey.
It's time for royalty to be knocked down a peg,
right?
Okay,
and gender neutrality as well.
Purdue University, right?
Yes, we're all Purdue. Can we say that?
Amen.
We are all Purdue
today, my friend.
888-727-BECK.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu.
Iran's leaders sow chaos, death, and destruction.
President Trump addressing the UN General Assembly, during which he blasted Iran and drove home the point of U.S. sovereignty. Before and after the speech, he also lashed out about sexual misconduct accusations against his Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh.
36 years ago, nobody ever knew about it, nobody ever heard about it, and now a new charge comes up.
Kavanaugh and one of his accusers set to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee Thursday. And Bill Cosby's sentence for a 2004 sex assault will be read at 1:30 Eastern. A judge has declared him a sexually violent predator. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Are you taking Viagra and tired of paying $50 per tablet? Marley Drug has generic Viagra for just $10 per tablet. $10 for generic Viagra is a savings of $40 per dose. Call now and get free shipping on 10 tablets or more of generic Viagra. Marley Drug is a North Carolina pharmacy licensed in all 50 states. For information, go to marleygenerics.com or call us at 800-452-1760. That's 800-452-1760.
When working at a growing business, you wear many hats. The new business hat, the buying toner for the copy machine hat, the sifting through tons of resumes hat. You can throw away that last hat thanks to Indeed.com. When posting your job, Indeed lets you add screener questions that give you a less time-consuming route to your short list of qualified candidates. So go ahead, dust off that extra long lunch hat. Hiring's better when you've got your short list. Save time on hiring when you post a job on Indeed. Get started today at Indeed.com/hire.
It's October, thinking about things that go bump in the night. Brian Pope, director of the Luby Bat Conservancy, will be our guest October 12th to talk about the superheroes of nature, bats, and about the annual Bat Festival that will be held on October 20th. So be sure to tune in to learn about these superheroes of the night and the fun family festival.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Here is your 1-minute news brief. The Florida Highway Patrol is reporting that there were 2 fatalities in a single vehicle accident on East State Road 40 yesterday evening. A 63-year-old Summerfield man shot and killed himself Sunday after he shot and wounded a relative who was trying to check up on him. A 30-year-old Claremont man is facing child abuse and child neglect charges after deputies say they discovered a boy living in a home filled with flies, cockroaches, and maggots. 54-year-old April Freeman, a Sarasota Democrat who was making her 3rd run for Congress, has passed away. Freeman was running for the seat in Florida's 17th congressional district. A 41-year-old Polk County woman was arrested after it was discovered she wrapped her chihuahua in a trash bag and left it to die in a trash bin behind an apartment complex. And Walt Disney World has announced that ticket prices will vary based on the date picked, with a new online planning tool debuting next month. And that is your news brief from The Source.
All right, I have 30 seconds to give away one of Glenn Beck's books. He has sent us some of the hardcover copies of the book he has written called Addicted to Outrage. page, and I have one for you if you would like it. It's a $17 value, I think, on Amazon right now. It's a #1 book on Amazon right now. It's probably one of the hottest books out there right now. So if you'd like a copy of it, you'll have to come pick it up here at the radio station here at the Paddock Mall. Give me a call right now. If I answer the phone, that means you won. The number is 622-9622.
You're listening to the Glenn Beck Program.
With Pat and Jeffy, because Glenn is a little under the weather today. You might think, hey, if you're not sexually assaulting or harassing any women, that you're safe from the Me Too movement.
That's what I think.
And you'd think wrongly there.
I would?
Yes. Let me tell you this story. This is unbelievable. Last week, Ian Baruma, who is who used to be the editor of the New York Review of Books.
Used to be.
But a mob descended on him because he published an essay by Gian Gameshi. He is a guy, he was a Canadian broadcaster who'd been accused of sexual assault early on in this Me Too movement era. He stood trial in Canada for sexual assault of 6 women and was acquitted of all charges back in 2015. So he sent a piece to the editor, Ian Baruma, and it was kind of an attempted apology, an explanation of how he became a person who was so despised. Said, I wore the right ribbons, used the right hashtags, hosted the right guests. I did interviews with everyone from Toni Morrison to Gloria Steinem, Drake, and Maya Angelou. I attended demonstrations and spoke at progressive fundraisers. And at some point, when it came to women, I began to use my liberal gender studies education as a cover for my own behavior. I was ostensibly so schooled in how sexism works that I would arrogantly give myself a free pass. He describes the helplessness, the shame, the fear he felt after the accusations hit. He actually even admitted that he might have behaved badly towards some women. But he didn't. Some of the story, he didn't do the things that he was accused of. However,
going that far yet.
Right. So, because he sent this to Ian, who was the editor, and Ian published it.
Bastard.
Now Ian is out of his job because the Me Too people came down on him.
How is that?
How is it possible?
How is it possible that a company fires you?
The New York Book of Reviews. How do they not say no? No, we didn't do anything wrong.
You didn't do anything wrong.
You're not going to control our journalistic content. We're not going to allow you to do that. If nobody has any giblets to stand up and say no, enough is enough. Okay? Nobody, I think we're all agreed on the fact that none of us want sexual assault or harassment of any kind or discrimination of any kind to happen.
Just by you saying that means you do. Okay, my friend.
It's that bad. It honestly is.
I know. It's pathetic.
It's really, truly unbelievable how far this, and Glenn has talked about this many times, how far that pendulum swings when we get extreme like this. And we are too extreme. And the pendulum has swung so far the other way that it's gotten to be almost a fascist movement now. More than almost. It is a fascist movement now.
It is. If you can't say anything,
you can't say anything to defend somebody. Yeah,
we accused you, and you've been found innocent, or you've been found not guilty. So we're going to let you, I don't know, live your life again.
That's unacceptable.
Right. Well, can't have that. So no one wants to go up against the Me Too movement by saying, when they're in the right, when they're 100% in the right, you still don't want to go up against them by saying, no, no, this is right. This is the right thing.
Right.
And you still don't want to go up against them?
Tell me that's not fascism. Tell me that's not how somebody in the 1930s and 40s operated.
It absolutely is. That's not Donald Trump doing that, by the way.
It's not Donald Trump. No. No, and that's who they'll blame. they'll, again, for all ills in society, about nastiness to each other. It all comes down on Trump now. Like he's the first guy who introduced something mean into our culture. It was completely nice and friendly and wonderful nirvana until Donald Trump 2 years ago. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous.
We went from the love of Barack and Michelle, the love of Barack and Michelle to the, I don't know, just to the dirty streets of Donald Trump.
To the slum, to the gutter, to the very gutter, if you will, of Donald Trump. Speaking of the wonderful, beautiful, enlightened Obamas, have you seen what the tickets are going for on Michelle Obama's book tour right now? She's got this book that's being released called Becoming. And it's her first memoir. And so...
Is it out yet? Because I thought I pre-ordered it, and it hasn't come. It hasn't arrived at my house yet.
That's disappointing, isn't it? Because when you're looking forward to reading that book so much,
if it's out and they haven't shipped it yet,
that's a problem. It hurts. It really does. I mean, I know what it's like to look forward to something with such a great deal of anticipation and then not have it get there in time. So what's happening is she is booking arenas. Like she's booked in December for Dallas, and it's at the American Airlines Arena, which seats 20,000 people. So those are the kinds of arenas she supposedly is filling here. And the nosebleed seats all the way at the top, you know, where you're so high up in the arena, you're actually watching the event from space. Those seats cost $30. Front row seats? What do you think front row seats? Take a guess at front row seats.
Michelle Obama, front row, American Airlines Center. What are you getting per ticket? $1,500.
$3,000.
Okay, double what I said.
$3,000. You and a partner, though, can go see Michelle for just $6,000.
No, my friend,
$6,000.
My friend, that gets you into the door at the American Airlines Center.
Right.
That doesn't get you to park.
Include parking, of course.
That
doesn't include food.
A drink.
Right. Right.
So you might as well look. If you've got $6,000 to spend at that front row, you're not worried about the drinks and parking. But,
it's very true.
But still, yes.
So you get some cool things if you spend the mere $3,000. And, you know, because look at her arms. She's got fantastic arms. And you'd be able to see her arms from the front row if you do this. But also you get a signed book. Woo! And
do you get to meet her, or they just have it sitting on your chair?
No, you don't get to meet her. As far as this says, this doesn't talk about that.
So they just have it sitting on your chair then.
To put this into perspective, VIP tickets to Beyonce and Jay-Z on their last tour were $1,000. That was the high ticket price, $1,000, which is a lot, but it's a third of what Michelle Obama is charging. I'm sorry, I thought these were the income inequality people. I thought they were all about the little guy. The little guys are not very happy about this.
Good. They deserve to be not very happy about this.
One of her fans tweeted out, Michelle Obama is out here selling Beyonce price tickets, and I was not prepared. Another said, this is for the upper middle to upper class only. The rest of us can't swing an average of $200 or $300 for one ticket.
Right. Just average seats, right?
Yeah.
The front row seats are $3,000 a piece.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not getting in the house for, you're not even getting in the house for under 30. Yeah.
Right. So I just, the hypocrisy just continues to be piled on, and the left just continues to worship them.
Be okay with it.
Yeah, far more than okay.
It's the Obamas.
Nothing these two can do is wrong, ever. Doesn't matter what they do.
Ever.
It's not wrong. It's really something to see. But I'm also going to be interested to see how full these arenas are, because it's hard to fill a 3,000 or 4,000 seat arena these days, let alone 18 or 20,000 people. That's a lot.
Yes,
and if she still has that kind of juice to sell out these arenas, you know she's running for office.
Yes, and this might be the test, right?
It might be, yeah. If she could fill arenas like this, that might be what pushes her over the edge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, if she were to run in 2020 against
might put up a fight
the president, I think you've got a battle there.
I think you do too. She's probably one of the few.
I've said many times, I don't think the Democrats have anybody who can beat Trump. Please. Nobody. Unless they go to like a Tom Hanks or who is the other person that's kicked around all the time?
The Rock.
Yeah,
The
but
Rock's
he's
more Republican,
probably Republican. Yeah. Oprah is kicked around.
Yeah, Oprah, they love Oprah.
They love Oprah. Oprah's hugely popular. She might, make it interesting. Michelle Obama, for whatever reason, she's super popular.
I think Tom Hanks and Oprah, if we're using those two as examples, they would make it interesting. I don't think they could beat Trump. I really don't.
When people start to hear their policies,
yes, and plus
that might hurt.
Trump's not the only one that maybe has a shot as more than Tom is Oprah, because Donald would be attacking a woman. So it kind of goes against a little bit of what he was said, but so a little bit of shot. But Michelle, that's a woman and Michelle Obama,
and she's been first lady. She's got some experience, kind of.
I don't think Trump could beat her.
I don't know. It would be tough. It would be tough.
I know.
She presents a real challenge, I think.
I think so too. Now, I heard that our good friend Hillary Rodham Clinton has put in a statement where she wants to abolish the electoral process.
Oh man, has she really?
I think so. I'll look it up.
The Electoral College.
Break, but I think she wants to find a way to get rid of that, because that's how she lost, right? So
yes.
So she could run again if she gets rid of that.
What a dream that would be,
right?
What a dream.
I know.
Yeah,
jeez. She's run 2 or 3 times now, right, and not one.
Well, she ran for president
twice, right, against Barack.
08 and this year,
Trump, right,
or this last election.
Right, and she was supposed to be the anointed one here.
Yeah,
so she still has.
She's in there somewhere.
Not really gotten over
she
it.
might still think it's her turn.
I know.
I don't know.
If Michelle decides to run,
it's not her turn anymore.
They will kick her to the curb harder than a rock, man.
Absolutely.
Have a nice day.
The only thing more powerful than the Clinton machine are the Obamas.
I believe
in the Democrat Party.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, yes.
888-727-BECK. Pat and Jeffy for Glenn. We've been telling you about Goldline's new Silver Maple Flex. It allows you to break off smaller pieces for barter and trade. So I think these things are absolutely beautiful.
So he did leave them here?
Yeah, he did leave them here,
nice. Which
is kind of dangerous, because I told him a long time ago, you're going to find that missing one of these days. Because look, isn't that great?
I'm glad you told him
beautiful.
That, because that means when I take him, he'll think it's
you. But we don't want you to forget about the importance of small gold bars really cool. as well. When it comes to protecting ourselves, our families, our portfolios, you want to make sure that you have maximum flexibility and diversity in your portfolio. That's why Glenn owns and why I own both gold and silver. And as we've mentioned before, Glenn asked Goldline to create smaller bars of gold and silver that people can carry with them in the event things really get bad. I mean, if you have to use this for currency and barter, you know that something's imploded, like the economy. It's imploded. So this is just, it's protection against something catastrophic. In addition to considering the new Silver Maple Flex, remember that Goldline also offers an exclusive credit card size holder containing 5 individually sealed 1/10,000-ounce gold bars. These are beautiful and fantastic as well, and those are also minted by the Royal Canadian Mint. So between these legal tender gold and silver bars, we know if anything goes badly, then you can protect your family. You owe it to yourself to call Goldline. Learn more about these gold and silver bars. It's not for everybody, but if you look into it at least, and I think you'll determine it's right for you. Call 866-GOLDLINE or go to goldline.com. Call today. See how easy it is to own gold and silver. 866-GOLDLINE. That's 866-GOLDLINE.
Glenn Beck, Mercury.
Has your mechanic ever found something wrong with your car and, whoa, surprise, you're hit with a huge repair bill? Get extended vehicle protection from CarShield. CarShield will provide free 24/7 roadside assistance and a free rental car when yours is being fixed by your favorite mechanic or dealership. Get covered by CarShield today. 800-CAR-6100. Mention the promo code BECK or visit carshield.com. Use the promo code BECK and save 10%. Deductible may apply. It's carshield.com.
Dust, pollen, dirt. We spend most of our time indoors, so why breathe in the outdoors when you're inside too? With over 600 sizes to choose from, plus custom options, we have a solution to make your indoor air cleaner, fresher, and, well, better. Our filters are manufactured right here in America and ship free within 24 hours. And you can sign up for a subscription, so you never have to think about air filters ever again.
FilterBy.com. Breathe better.
Are you being overcharged for investment advice? Brandon White with Our Family Financial is not like any other financial advisors. He keeps fees low and your needs first. Help defend your hard-earned wealth by calling Our Family Financial. 352-433-9614. That's 352-433-9614. Or email Brandon@ourfamilyfinancial.com. Investment management from our family to yours.
Attention WOCA listeners. Do you or someone you know have an outgoing personality with great organizational skills? Well, WOCA is looking for a few good people to join our marketing reps team. You get to meet other great people and business leaders in our community. WOCA Radio offers flexible schedules, great income potential, and some really great fringe benefits too. So if you enjoy talking to people and getting paid to do it, this may be the right choice for you. Apply within or send your resumes to careers@WOCA.com.
Hi, I'm Russ Moore with Pike Mill. Our relationship with WOCA started in 2009. WOCA is family-friendly, community-involved station. When we moved to our new location on 17th Street in October of 2016, of course, we went to WOCA so they could tell everybody our new location. The folks at WOCA really care about their clients and want them to be successful. For all of your shipping